All right, another early story just to get it out of the way so we can get to the horses and the ponies. Our boarder, Lloyd Hunt, was a gentle giant of a man. He'd often do my mum the courtesy of relieving her of my, no doubt, perennially annoying, never shut up, right? Lloyd was possessed of about the deepest gravelly voice I think I've ever heard, and his huge old green Pontiac. And I remember once he took me out with him after dinner in the summer, grabbed a couple of bottles of Coke out of the old coolers. He opened the lid and they sat in the zinc-lined cold tub there with the cold water. As we trundled along the back roads, the gravel crunching under tire and dust drifting lazily behind us, I was feeling a peer to Uncle Oidy as I emulated the way his arm hung out the window and his grip on the Coke bottle. Poor Lloyd, I was probably chattering like a rhesus monkey. He was probably wishing he had a stiff jolt of rum for his Coke, I don't wonder. Watching as Lloyd tossed his bottle into the ditch, I hastened to finish mine. It wasn't considered environmental terrorism in those days. The kids would collect them out of the ditches and go to the hardware store and buy a Mepps fishing lure, Now, I'd seen many a bottle tossed into the ditch by then. It was, as I say, just the practice at the time. However, my previous road runs had mostly consisted of being with Ma or Granny or an aunt or something for ice cream cones. This would be my first solo bottle toss. It seemed to be signify a symbolic act. To state my tossing off of the apron strings and taking that first step into the exalted fraternity of manhood. Unfortunately, the now warmish flat Coke was challenging my rate of consumption, and I was no doubt still chattering away. Evidently, I was oblivious to our surrounding as I finally finished the Coke and vigorously flung my finally empty bottle out the window. Alas, we were stopped at the only traffic light in town. I'd smashed my bottle onto the sidewalk, right onto the steps of the IGA grocery store. Lloyd had to park the car, go into the store, get a broom and a pan. I sat there in that big old Pontiac in a puddle of shame. Apparently, my inadequately developed brain had yet again denied me entry into what I perceived as the exalted fraternity of manliness. On the upside, my hindsight wasn't soggy with fresh cow pie. I guess it did have that going for it.